Oh my god. You already know about some of the stories I told you in the past about like crash retrievals and, you know, these whistleblowers coming out and saying that we have captured biologics, we have crafts, we have bodies, that kind of stuff. Well, the more recent whistleblowers that have come out are now talking about also crash retrieval. So, you know, they're retrieving crashed advanced military vehicles and also at times crashed or captured NHI/UFO type vehicles. And the most recent one was this guy who was the helicopter pilot for these missions, and he explained how he captured two crafts. He captured others, but he talked about two. One was a pearlescent egg-shaped vehicle, about 20 feet long, give or take. The other one was a like deep gray black UFO disc, but when you look at it from the top down, it had an octagonal design, like 8 slits or cutouts or whatever if you're looking top down. And he said that when he captured the black one, or not captured, but, you know, he was instructed to go pick it up and move it to the drop-off location, he got the sense of some kind of like spiritual connection to the craft, like a very overwhelmingly powerful connection. And what gets really interesting about that weird statement is that apparently they have these people called these psionics. Some of them were trained like even as like younger kids, and then now as adults, that can enter some kind of meditative woo-woo state and basically communicate with these craft and or summon them, and in some cases even pilot them. And that's how they get some of them down to the ground without crashing, like just get them to land, and then they retrieve them and capture them. And this guy he's now become a whistleblower, and he's now doing this in the public sector, or in the private sector, but doing it publicly with his team. They're called Skywatchers. It's like their organization, and they've already demonstrated this apparently to a certain group of individuals, and they've shared photo evidence of their psionic person calling the craft or summoning the craft. It shows up, and they capture it on video. And the weird part, obviously all that's weird, but like the really weird part is now there's a lot of people saying, yeah, the psionic part is a very strong part of the UFO discussion, where it's not just like an alien that, you know, like a silver or gray alien. It's like some of this stuff is almost like a spiritual mental connection with these crafts, and like the craft is almost like a biological drone. And I don't know what you make of all that, but that's like the high level latest.
That is the TLDR.
That's the TLDR. And
Wow.
It goes deeper than that if you listen to the hours of podcasts and interviews and all this shit, but it's really weird.
I'll tell you what, I don't know what's crazy.
Are aliens?
What you just told me, or last game, that guy going in and looking right up into a weirdo corner that no one ever goes in. I don't know what's crazier.
that dude. Yeah, that's a TLDR, by the way. That was a literally less than 3-minute synopsis of me watching like 2 days worth, 48 hours of content.
Wow.
How much more snapshot do you want me to give it to you? Well, I mean, who fucking knows, right? Like, they released the video of them picking up an egg. So like that video has been released. They've had multiple whistleblowers corroborate stories. I'm dead. I'm running away. Yeah, I don't think, is it... Go solo on the east side, right?
Well, 2 teams are dead, I think.
Oh, okay. Both teams got finished. All right.
There's still another team south. I don't know, man. I guess I'm to the point where it's like, okay, sounds cool and all with all the whistleblower stuff, all that. Until we find someone who's like, hey, I'm gonna go on television, okay? Or I'm gonna go and have someone record me, and we're going out and I'm summoning one of these vehicles right now.
That's literally what they did.
I'm gonna
knocked on the orange top. That his buddy's in the bottom orange warehouse. He got knocked right here on orange. If you have a snake right side shot, his buddy's still down low, right here. He's going for the revive now. He's gonna have to go to the back staircase.
Said you knocked him up top?
Yep, I put one more shot into him. He's gonna crawl off. Okay, now he's flushed up top. Box
nice.
Should be up top for him to get the chip.
He's not going for a chip.
Oh my god! I'm getting VSS from Narnia. Careful. Probably here-ish. I don't know. I'm getting out of here.
I'm being VSS'd as well.
Okay. Are you in a secret hidey spot in a warehouse again?
No.
Yeah, so I don't think it's really honestly fair to ask that question to anyone. Like, do you believe? Like, there's at this point, there's not enough evidence to even, I don't think, make an actual like confirmation if you believe or not. Because you can always say videos can be faked, right? You can always like kind of play that card. So I don't know.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, do it on Twitch.
Okay, no, but this group of people, the one that I was just telling you about, these guys worked for government DoD contracts where they were literally assembled as a highly selective team to go do crash retrievals. And not, like I said, not just UFOs. Like, hey, we're testing this advanced aircraft in the desert in California, where all these companies operate, like Lockheed Martin, all that kind of stuff, where they show off their advanced tech. Sometimes they crash, as they do, test vehicles do. And so this team goes and retrieves those objects and brings them back to the warehouses or wherever, So this same team is also used in the event of a NHI or an alien craft kind of thing. So this is what they've been doing for years. And now there's a deep story as to why, but now they're doing this as a private sector effort, where this other body's here if you want to loot it. He's got a bunch of shit. What you're asking is exactly what they're setting out to do, and apparently what they've already done is that they've gone with a number of people with camera equipment, video equipment, anything to track telemetry data, all this stuff. Showed scientists, high ranking government officials, billionaires who want to get involved, all this kind of stuff. And they summoned the craft in front of these people and have photo proof of that. And so I don't know, what do you make of that? Like, is everyone bullshit lying now in the group? Is it all like a bought paid for side? I don't know. But
if they summoned it in front of all these people, like where is the crisp 4K video footage of this? You summon them,
okay,
and then you take the pictures and
I
the
got
videos, and it's not.
I got
like
you. Okay, so
some like weird like night vision green looking egg that like you could have manipulated like just an actual egg and took the camera up real close and be like, look at this, I'm dangling an egg from a rope in the dark. Look at that shit.
Okay, so when they did the egg retrieval, that was part of when they worked for the DoD program or the private sector program that I was just saying. So that was part of a whistleblower effort. So in other words, like he had to take risks to show that video, right? To get that video out there. Now what they're doing is what you're saying that you want. Like, hey, why don't you just fucking go in broad daylight and go do this stuff? That's what they did. And the photos that they show, they're very blurry, but the explanation as to why they're very blurry, and again, you could say bullshit, of course, is that this egg...
Wait, let me guess. It's emitting something that's making the images not clear.
No, because it was traveling upwards to 10,000 miles per hour. And so they captured like 4 frames of it on the photos, like 4 different frames, and you can, sort of make out that it is the egg-shaped craft. traveling, and whatever the direction of travel they said it was traveling. And so I don't know, man. I mean, if anyone is interested in it, I would highly just suggest you go listen to this guy talk on the podcast and show the videos and photos and make your own assumption, or do nothing and just wait until they, hopefully, if this is repeatable as they say it is, they do it enough times, they're going to have photos and videos, repeatable evidence with telemetry data and all that kind of stuff that can be verified by third-party individual groups and people, so that they can then say, yeah, we also think this is accurate data, not just this one group of people that's saying it is.
So this guy or whoever these people are that can summon this vehicle, right? They can summon it, and the only thing that it can do is then fly by at 10,000 miles an hour instead of just call it to come and park.
No, so that wouldn't be incorrect. So they can sometimes get it to come and park, and that's sometimes how they were able to obtain some of these retrieval missions. People have been here, might still be here. Is because in some cases they were shot down with different technology that we have, and in some cases they were literally called down, and then once I guess they had a connection with the psionic person, they literally just landed it and then took it. So that's what I'm saying. If this is actually repeatable,
they had it, but they didn't think to take pictures of it when it was sitting still.
Well, those pictures,
only when it's flying by 10,000 miles an hour.
Those pictures are obviously out there, because in order for this, here, I might have heard someone in orange. Careful, like in that direction. In order for that video to be there of them picking up this object, someone had to be there to establish the cradle around the egg, and basically have the pick point where the person in the helicopter could fly, hook the thing up to it, to the cradle, and fly. So there's people who have been up close to this thing, and any of the other craft, and so you would assume those photos and videos exist, but again, those are all taken and done under the governance of the military, DoD, etc. And so the fact that I think you even have this video of the egg is pretty crazy, because you would think that even something like that wouldn't be able to get out, but it did, if you believe it. I don't know. It's crazy shit, man.
I mean, it just seems like a more modern day version of the same stuff that's already been around.
But would you not agree that this is one of the first times that a public group of people, not hiding behind shadows, is claiming something this wild and saying they can prove it, and saying that they already have proven it and will continue to do more examples of proving it? I don't think we've been in this state of the UFO UAP discussion before. I don't think so. This seems like a new level, and the weird part is that it's not. To me, it's almost a different topic than if you would have asked me a year ago, Cdome, what's up with aliens and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I think at Area 51 at Roswell we had the crash, multiple other crashes throughout history, and we have some of these vehicles, some are busted up, some are still working. We reverse engineer them. We now have this gravitic propulsion technology, and we also have these alien bodies that died, and we have them in these tubes or whatever. That's where my head would be at. But now, how much are you going to say is believable versus not believable? If you already believe that that's possible, you kind of have to also imagine that there may be more to it. And if you do, more to it now is opening up the doors to these psionic abilities, being able to enter some kind of meditative state and connect with these beings on some level, or even control their craft on some level. Who freaking knows, dude? It just gets super woo-woo weird.
So where I'm at with a lot of this stuff is, I would be more apt to believe a lot of this stuff if the footage that's out there and the things that they're showing aren't something that I think that with the technology that I have around me in my room and in my hands with my phone and all that stuff. If I think I could go out right now and go and spend $500 on whether it's other equipment or things, miscellaneous things, and literally recreate the video that they made, then And how can I believe that it's real? I just think like someone made that video.
Right.
Someone just went through that and made the video and then made a story to go along with it.
Sure. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, that's 100% a possibility. But it, you know, then the devil's advocates of that would be there'd have to be a large number of people who also van pulling up from the hill. Yeah, it's turning in now.
Yeah, I'm prone. There's a bicycle outside too, right next to us.
Oh yeah. Oh, come on in, baby. We are ratting. Oh my God, SMGs are fucking Goodness. Excellent job.
Campers.
Dude just strafe deletes me with the SMG. I got to get one of those. So yeah, you have to also, you know, agree and believe, not that to be far-fetched, that a large number of people also are in on this new grift, this new lie, you know, that kind of stuff. Which is it's possible, 100% possible. But, you know, there's like, you have to make a number of jumps at each assumption to say, okay, well, if that's true, then this has to be true kind of thing. So, I don't know. Who knows? I'm excited to see what the hell they're able to show in the next 6 months. You know, like, who freaking knows, man? If it's true, they'll have evidence of it, and they'll be able to show it. And maybe it gets to the point where, like, you can literally go see it yourself.
Oh, yeah. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I believe this.
Or would you be like, this is just a super advanced drone that they're controlling? This is an actual craft that they're summoning, you know, quote unquote. Which you'd also have to consider that's a possibility. It's like, how advanced are drones these days, right? Like, they're super advanced. If you believe in the anti-gravitic propulsion theory, which a lot of the experts say that the military has these days, if someone in the private sector is able to... Oh, I'm getting... Yep.
They're gonna go through the smoke.
I got so nervous. Yeah, anti-gravitic technology, and if a private company is able to develop it, and then they basically set up this whole grift of like, hey, look, we're going to have this super advanced drone that nobody actually knows is human tech. We're going to make it seem like alien tech. We're going to show it for free a number of times, and then we'll start making people pay to come and see it. And it's this new like attraction kind of like, you know, who knows, right? Like, it could be, you could go down that path and be like, oh, yep, that's possible too. I don't know. Did I watch James Fox the program? I'm gonna have to ask you to listen to the conversation I'm currently saying and then ask me that question again. I think you know the answer to that. I'm at the goddamn bottom of the iceberg in a BRDM. I wish I would have saved that.
There's another car
Panzer.
around it.
Over the galaxy.
I believe
aliens.
that there's aliens out there. But it's like, do I believe all this stuff? I don't know, man. How believable is this?
Well, again, you just got to start taking yourself down the rabbit hole. Like, if you believe in aliens, like, if you believe that we've been visited and contacted by aliens as long as humans have been alive, if you believe that, is it so far-fetched to think that these aliens have, you know, psychic ability type things where they can communicate without talking? And if they can, is that something that we can be taught, learn? Is it something that we can maybe do if... you might not be able to see this guy, but it was an orange.
Do you think that there's people that can contact people telepathically?
I would say I need to see it to believe it. But I'm also not naive to say it's not possible.
Why do you think you're so interested in these aliens?
Because I grew up watching Men in Black. What do you mean?
How do you know it's not because I've been telling you this? Where's this dude's teammate?
I don't know. He might have had self-res. I haven't seen his teammate. I just saw one coming down the hill.
Let's go into the other warehouse here and camp in there.
Okay.
Continue this conversation in safety.
Guy running the blue from orange. He said, continue this conversation in safety. Come back and camp in this next warehouse.
It's like we're in the same spot as the last warehouse.
Except I'm improving my campiness now. Hold on. Pay for this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that guy's teammates is gonna come strolling on in here.
Yeah, I mean, look, who knows if these aliens are actual beings? Who knows if they are time travelers? Who knows if they've been here on Earth forever and they've just lived under the ocean? Like, who knows, dude? Like, if you bicycle behind you?
Yeah. Shh. Got this, baby.
Like, if you start to believe one thing, can you say all the other shit is BS? Like, ooh.
There's gonna be people coming in, baby.
I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem fair, right? Like, if you're gonna be like, yeah, I think aliens are real. They visited us. We have crashed saucers and probably bodies of aliens and stuff. That's all real. But then at the first topic of, but then
other people.
Oh, okay. I thought he was
to us northwest.
Then at the first discussion of right behind me on orange, okay? At the first sign of telepathic discussion, you go, nope, complete bullshit, no way, not possible. It's like, well, I mean, I don't know, you know, like, oh yeah, you're gonna farm them.
Oh, 100%. Oh, you didn't see me, dude.
You good?
Ready?
Yep.
Camping.
I thought it was two. It was just one, I guess.
Yeah, he was instant.
Okay, so we rotate to orange.
Oh yeah. So there's a guy in yellow.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd pick that door, but they did not. I smoke, by the way.
But they do have to come out.
Do you believe in aliens after love, after love, after love? I can feel something that's just the same. I really don't.
Yellow's in. I'm gonna take the wall in front of them before they. This guy was just watching. I headshot him at the coop. He just sat there and took it, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, he egoed that hard. And he paid the iron price for it.
Could be somebody else with us.
Well, I'm in right here. I'm just
You really are. Okay.
I'm tucked in a
Oh, I
corner
see it.
too,
I
bro.
see it. Do you believe?
Just come over and look at
in-
my spot. Tell me if you like it.
I'm actually gonna use you as bait.
Well, you have to see my spot first.
I approve. I approve. I might go get involved.
Yeah, it's the last two teams. Oh, no, there's a solo somewhere. He's behind. He was in there. He was
Nice.
inside.
All right, last two up top.
Yeah, they got the zone. Poo-poo.
Okay, we have the power of aliens on our side. Here,
Smokes
pushing.
right up here. Pushing towards us.
Yep. Put a
The
nade.
front one.
I'm healing.
Yeah, just go ahead and heal. I finished.
The other
this
guy's
man.
on the street next to him.
Yeah, he's in a ghillie. I
Mhm.
definitely didn't just win every one of my jobs.
No, me neither. I'm gonna headshot him here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alien power. Hit him once. Reloading. He's holding mad angles. I'm just gonna heal. He's like literally on the street. Oh, he's crouched on an orange. He's prone, waiting for you. He's looking right at you. A little bit to the left of my orange. He's nading you.
Full flash.
He's pushing up to you now. You're way better. Woo! Power of the aliens, baby. Let's go.
All my shots and got his toes. Yeah.
Let's freaking go. Anyways, alien power. Aliens are real. Psionic abilities. I'm gonna telepathically control one, and I'll put it on Twitch. And yeah, I'll be the richest man alive.